Information, they say, is key. And by key, do well to join us every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. live on Facebook and on YouTube. We are Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Michael Ahwetie. I'm the Managing Director of P1 Pro, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to Cedarwood Radio.
Hello listeners, you're here with your global multiple award-winning real estate celebrity, Honorable Dr. Bolaji Osage Onolaja, PhD, FIPA, Nigerian Youth Role Model, MD, CEO, P1 Atlantic Property Network Limited. Keep listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio.
All right. Yes, Lagos, Nigeria. Good afternoon to you. 2 minutes past the hour of 1. All right, welcome to Real Estate Market Trend. My name is David. And you'll be seeing me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and da-da-da. All right, yeah. How is your Monday going now? What's happening? I heard some of you I heard some of you are in traffic. Yeah. It is well. Just endure. You'll get to your destination as soon as possible. All right, on Real Estate Market Trend this afternoon, we want to talk about how a group has set to, provide 5,000 affordable houses for low-income earners in Rivers. We're also going to look into cement price at 12,000 naira and how it defies FG's intervention, important threats. Let's also talk about how people, due to the rise of the price of cement, has made people, Nigerians especially, has made Nigerians opt for container houses. High cost of cement, Nigerians opt for container houses. Yes, we would also look into some other recent happenings in the real estate industry. Would also, yes, that is what we do here every Wednesday afternoon by 1 p.m. We look into the different trends as far as the real estate market is concerned. And that is why it is called the Real Estate Market Trend. We bring to you the latest trend and happenings in the real estate industry. We'll begin with this very one this afternoon. It says here, high cost of cement, Nigerians opt for container houses. And here's a picture of a house built with different containers. The picture is the house is actually looking nice though. So it has the foundation, the normal foundation, and it has container around it with windows and all that. I wish I could show you, but you can just go on Vanguard, you'll see it there. So let's take this very story and then we'll take some other stories regarding real estate market. As the economic downturn continues, all areas of Nigerian lives and plans are also striving to grapple with the situation, as areas like housing and rent are also being affected. Nigerians are used to building with cement, but now have to go for other alternatives as the price of cement is now on the high side. I saw a video some weeks ago about is it an eatery or something that was fully built with container, more like a sit-out center, fully built with container, and it is actually a good thing. Yeah, if we can improvise, yeah, economy, inflation, and all that increase in prices of things have made Nigerians. Nigerians can be very, very talented. Nigerians are really, really talented. We have a way of improvising. We have a way of adjusting. We have a way of just getting around difficult times. And since the high price of cement is affecting housing, affecting developers, and they wouldn't want to go the lower way. Wouldn't want to compromise on standards. Some Nigerians are now looking for alternative way to get houses, to build houses, So I made mention of the fact that Nigerians are used to building with cement, but now have to go for other alternatives, as the price of cement is now on the high side. Gone are those days when a quarter plot owner who earns 50,000 naira monthly can hardly place 1 or 2 blocks on his or her land. The high cost of cement has affected rent, and even homeowners who built their homes decades ago also increased rents. All right. Economy and lifestyle discovered that the high price of cement has made most people shift to building with containers, which have long been a vogue but slowly adopted due to Nigerians' addition to cement. Mr. Folawe Adeniro, an auto dealer in Benin, said he wanted to build a brick office on leased land but changed his mind due to the cost of cement, block, and sand. It took me nothing less than 2 million naira to build a 2-room and toilet a few years back when I started my business. Now I received a quotation of 4 million to do such as a lease land, as I intend to build another branch for my business. The engineer told me that he had to cut to arrive at the figure, which excludes workmanship. He cited the cost of cement and sand, which is also affecting the price of blocks. I had to resort to building with containers. This building is made with containers and is heat-free, as people used to think building with containers attract lots of heat. If it were a permanent land, I would still opt for container building. Many business owners whose businesses require building on leased lands and personal lands are now using containers to build. This is what the economy has turned everyone to. Business is not smiling because the economy is not. It is only a well-to-do man involved in fraud that would be comfortable with the way the economy is. Even when you build with bricks in those days, it takes you a few years to recover what you spent on such a building if it's for commercial purpose. I pity the average Nigerian who has plans on building. What will they build? God help us. Mr. Friday Badmus, a trader, says that he just made a container apartment on his quarter plot land when his rent got due last year. It was a funny day when my landlord told me in November that he wants to increase my rent of a 2-bedroom flat to 800,000, flat to 800,000 from 600,000. I was so worried because the place I have land was not well occupied by people yet, and was thinking about how to raise 800,000 and still foot my family bills with low sales in business. I made up my mind not to borrow, but manage what I have to have peace of mind. My wife was the person who brought the idea of building a container apartment of a room and parlor. She brought her savings and I added mine, and with support from family and friends, we had our container building. You won't know it is built with a container if I don't spill. Containers are now used to build houses in Nigeria thanks to the advanced technology and production system. According to Blessing George, a construction engineer, the construction costs range from 100,000 to 150 per square meter, depending on the final specification and finishing. Those containers are used for transportation and can be converted to comfortable apartments with standard interior finishes and designs. He added, the area where cement is required is the concrete foundation to place the containers. Yes, these container houses are mostly used for commercial purposes and personal apartments. The high price of cement, which is making people seek for other building alternatives, is pushing many to opt for container houses. Market surveys reveal that the price of a bag of cement ranges from 8,000 to 11,300 depending on the state. Cement was sold as high as 5,500 in January 2024. Yes, this is the point that we have got into as a nation. This is the point that the real estate market has got into, right? Where people now, want to improvise, and those who are unable to afford building bricks, getting cement to build, their favorites, and to build houses for themselves are now beginning to consider using containers for houses, which is super amazing. Well, with the right engineers with the right architectural design, and the finishing and all that, I think a container house will not be bad. Just a simple container house of about 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom really would not be bad. And the implication of this is, the implication of the increase in cement price is the fact that, renting apartment these days, especially the new ones, would be on the high side. Yeah. For instance, I'm building, an apartment of about 4 to 5, 6, 7, I'm putting up a building of 4 to 5, 6, 7, or 10 apartments in these recent times. I'm telling you, the rent I'm going to put on that apartment will be way different from the rent that other landlords that have built the house years back would place their rent. So as we see an increase in cement, we are going to see an increase in people improvising to building with containers, building houses with containers. I would also see an increase in renting some of these fantastic, beautiful new apartments. All right, as we talk about real estate market trend this afternoon, let us meet Austin David Waura and find out why he is a unique real estate personality. The real estate sector in Nigeria is not any different from a marketplace where you see buyers and sellers of different ages, taste, class selling or buying for goods of different shapes, sizes, and qualities. In real estate, there are many people playing in the real estate. In real estate, there are many people playing in the many segments of the market, including ultra luxury, affordable or low cost housing, each which each each with its own target market or audience. This is why when people talk about players like Olu Okeowo, founder CEO of Gibraltar Construction Company Limited, it is easy to place him because he is luxury real estate personified. In fact, as a developer, he has garnered the subquest king of luxury and lives in a house dubbed Palacia de Okonkwo Mansion, and typifying his luxurious lifestyle. This is not the case of young Austin David Nwaora, who is believed to be one of the youngest, if not the youngest, real estate personality in his early 30s, precisely 34, with date of birth recorded as November 2nd, 1989. Nwaora is young, rich, and well-read as a PhD holder. Records have it that Nwaora, who is the CEO of Swave Enterprise and director of Bentel Properties, made his foray into real estate at the age of 19. Wow. He is currently touted as one of the youngest billionaires in Nigeria's real estate business. He bagged his first degree in philosophy from the University of Ibadan and later went to Ninleo University, Abuja for his master's in international relations and diplomacy. He recently completed his PhD from the same institution in political science with specialization in international political economy. However, the saying that whatever is born of the snake must be long is true of Nwaora. It's true of Nwaora because the Abuja-based young billionaire who is from Anambra State but was born in Kano was born into a wealthy home. Awesome. His father, Ben Nwaora, is also a billionaire and the owner of real estate empire called Bentel Properties. He is the chairman and CEO of Nwaora Group of Companies, Syndicated Construction and Commercial Co. Limited, and FR Properties Limited, which built over 5,000 housing units under the mass housing projects initiated by the Olusegun Obasanjo administration. Young Nwaora is one of the few Nigerian youths that are demonstrating that the future is now. They are rewriting history, changing the narrative globally in every sphere of endeavor, technology, businesses, entertainment, and art. He was reported as saying that though he was introduced into the real estate business by his father, he took time to analyze the business objectively and fancying it, he came to appreciate it very well. Indeed, the smile and satisfaction that comes from starting a building from the foundation and watching it morph into a complete masterpiece, as well as the smile a satisfied customer wears when he or she purchases one, is very fulfilling. I believe that if you have been born with a silver spoon, you should endeavor to turn that silver spoon into gold through innovation, will, and hard work, he said. In spite the huge demand in terms of attention and capital, which real estate businesses makes from developers, Nwaora feels still finds time to balance work life and leisure. According to him, I enjoy traveling, for I believe that in traveling one gets to experience new cultures, assimilates eccentric exposure, and see the beauty of the world. And that's a good one, awesome one. It is. I'm going to use this medium to once again encourage young people out there, young ones out there. Yeah, you rather than just sit down there and looking for what to do, just consider going into real estate. All right. I was speaking to a friend last week, and She asked a few questions how to become a realtor. If you just seeking for an advice on how to go about becoming a realtor and all that. And then I said a few things, explanations and all that. And then I also advised her that yes, you can also do real estate even at a very young age. The P1 group and its real estate scheme, real estate network marketing scheme has made it possible for everyone to do real estate and make it big real time. So if you're out there, you want to do real estate, come to the P1 group and you have absolutely no regret at the end of the day. Let's quickly take the next market trend as far as real estate is concerned. Group set to provide 5,000 affordable houses for low-income earners in Rivers. Yes, let's see what is happening in Rivers. A group known as Global Center for Empowerment and Care for Life Challenges has disclosed its readiness to provide 5,000 housing units in Rivers State to reduce the suffering of the masses. Please, not just only in Rivers State. I think this should also be replicated in Lagos State. This will be the third thing that we are clamoring for replication in Lagos State. The first was the power supply, as it has manifested in Abia State. The second is sanitation of the drug industry, yeah? And now this third, affordable housing. You know, the issue of affordable housing has been a conversation, a long-term conversation that has really, really not come into play as far as Lagos State is concerned. But I'm using this opportunity once again to say, Lagos State, let's replicate this, all right? Now, it is very, very possible. Let's continue with this particular story. The group added that it would do this through the promotion of advocacy and creating beneficial interest for the general public towards housing and industrial development in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. Vincent Agbo, the national president of the group, made the remark at a press conference in Port Harcourt, where he maintained that the purpose of the project was to provide decent and low-cost housing units to meet the needs of the people irrespective of their age and class. He explained that the vision of the organization was geared towards enhancing and encouraging prototype housing and industrial development that will spread across the 36 states of the Federation, noting that the project will be beautiful, comprehensive, and all-inclusive when completed. Agbo, who is also a clergyman, stated that the project would use available technology and science in designing the houses that will be comparable to others globally. He expressed optimism that the state governors of each of the states will be critical stakeholders in providing land and other essential elements for the success of the project, saying that both the local and international partners and financiers are standing by to kick off the project after all necessary arrangements have been concluded. All right, this is a good one. The group, in collaboration with the United Nations through SDG, expresses concern that such a wonderful window of opportunity should be utilized by all stakeholders, government agencies, and individual, national and international investors to bridge the gap in the housing sector so that those who are of the working class could have affordable houses. Shitu Salami said the housing units, when built, will reduce the number of those who are still tenants, hoping that after the project, many will be landlords. We are not here to make money, but to help you. He stated we are to make you grow and develop yourself and make money, he explained. Agbo told journalists that basic human needs are food, clothing, and housing, but noted that affordable housing is the most important thing among others, and hence they are in River State to solve the housing challenge. This is a welcome development to the states, and we want to make it a reality, he said. He said the project will run through a public-private partnership, PPP, with a mortgage payment plan, especially for those who are working class. Larry Godwin Adiola, who is a spokesperson of the group said the common man will benefit from these housing units through installment payments with a span of 10 to 30 years for the working class. He stressed that since their houses will be affordable, their idea is not commercially driven but into humanity. Now, this is a welcome development, and I need to applaud this. Believe me when I say I'm really, really glad about this. I'm super glad about this. And I look forward to seeing something like this in Lagos State. I probably might just consider going to River State to get to get myself one of these affordable properties. I mean, you've been able to pay between 10 to 30 years. That's amazing now. That's really a good one. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. And it's a welcome development. All right. Before I take my last I want to quickly announce that on Wednesday, on the Morning Delight, I want to look at lecturers' sexual assault on students. We'll be talking about that on Wednesday. Lecturers' sexual assault on students. And if you're out there, you've been faced with any challenge with a lecturer, sex for grades and all that, university saga and challenges, and you would love to share your experience with us, feel free to send me a message on our WhatsApp platform, just telling me that, yes, I have experienced this and I would love to share my experience on the Morning Delight Show on Wednesday by 10 a.m. So do well to join that conversation. Wednesday 10 a.m. Yes, we'll also be talking about oversubscription and non-allocation of land by real estate companies, a real estate fraud. Yes, we'll be talking about that on Wednesday by 1 p.m. in the Real Estate in Nigeria program. Yes, so amazing conversation that you don't have to, you can't afford to miss, all right? So yes, oversubscription and non-allocation of land by real estate companies. You're going to also share your experience with us. We want to, we might have to go into the streets to get the opinions of people concerning this particular conversation. Yes, if we can, we would. If we are unable, we would have the conversation right here in the studio. So we'll be looking into oversubscription and non-allocation of land by real estate companies on Wednesday on the Real Estate in Nigeria program. And also we'll be talking about lecturers and sexual assaults on students, university students on Wednesday morning. And then by 4 p.m. we'll have Voice Up. Yes, Voice Up is a program that will give you the opportunity to talk about what you want to talk about, to share your experience, to tell your story, to encourage others with your own story, with your own experience. So do well to join us on Wednesday by 4 p.m. Yes, that is that for that. Let me take my last story, which is cement price at 12,000 defies FG's intervention. Important truth. All right. Yeah. Yes, let's take the last trend right here. Cement price at 12,000 defies FG's intervention. Important threats. All right. Now, this one says the price of cement in the Nigerian market remains outrageously high as a 50 kg bag of product still goes for an average of 12,000 naira in defiance to an intervention by the federal government and a threat to open doors for importation of the product if the manufacturers do not reduce their price. A market survey by Business Day shows that a 50 kg bag of Dangote cement sells for 12,500, while Afrach sells for between 12,000 naira and 14,000 per bag. Though it is considered the cheapest in the market today, the Bois brand of the product sells for between 10,000 and 11,000 per bag. Other brands like Ibeto Cement and United Cement Companies of Nigeria Limited, Unisem, are selling for 10,000 and 11,000 as well as 12,000 to 14,000 respectively. This shows that Nigeria's real estate, especially the housing sector, is in the most uncertain and troubling times, which has seen a lot of developers abandon their project sites, while activities at other construction sites have slowed significantly. As a response to these prices, which started from the first and second week of February, the federal government met with major cement producers and other relevant stakeholders where they agreed to, peg the price of the products at 7,000 to 8,000, depending on the location of the buyer and the buyer. Okay, yeah. Even though the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, does not see any justification for the price increase, the manufacturer told David Umahi, Minister of Works, who chaired the meeting, that they had their challenges listing as high cost of gas and high import duty on spare parts. Other challenges, according to them, are poor road network, high foreign exchange rates, and cement smuggling to neighboring nations. They insisted that the only way the price of cement could come down was for the federal government to address all the challenges they have raised. At a separate meeting with manufacturers of cement and other building materials, Dangiwa, they cried the high cost of building materials despite the abundance of its raw materials in the country. He queried the recurring disproportionate increase in the price of cement in particular, especially considering the cement producers in the country source virtually all their raw materials locally. All right, it is disheartening to see how much Nigerians have to pay for essential building commodities like cement, with the price rising almost on daily basis. I don't understand the reason for this increase, and it is not acceptable. The manufacturer should explain to Nigerians their reasons for such insistent hikes. I know that the cement producers source their raw materials in Nigeria: limestone, clay, silica, and gypsum, iron ore, and the rest. These minerals abound in Nigeria, and these manufacturers get them here. So there's no justification to try and blame it all on the rise of the dollar, he said. All right, I'm just going to stop there. It's a lengthy one. I'm going to stop there because of our time. And now, you see, this is what we're talking about. People have no reason to increase the price of their commodity, but for some obvious reasons, they just want to, make as an excuse their increasing price. People who produce cement in Nigeria get the resources, get all their resources in making cement here in Nigeria. And, we see no reason why dollar increase should be the reason why they're increasing the price of cement. But it's all good. I, at this point, would call it a day. Hope I've been able to bring you abreast with the latest happenings in the real estate industry. Yes, this is the real estate market trend where we bring you up to date with recent happenings and activities in the real estate market. My name is David. See you again by 4 p.m. for P1 Plus. God bless you all.
here in Akwa Ibom State, precisely Uyo. Akwa Ibom State is the highest oil producing state in Nigeria. And here in Akwa Ibom State, we have a whole lot of road network. From here now to 5 minutes drive, now you will see the airport. In the last 10 years, this state was not like this. But Akwa Ibom State, Uyo presently is a state, it's a city where good things are going to happen. So I advise my investors, this is the right time to invest. Don't miss this opportunity. Uyo is a mind-blowing city.
10, 15, 20 years ago is gone. Today is another day for investment. My name is Focus, the BDE, P1 Plus Real Estate Company, owners of all Cedarwood luxury estates here in the city of Uyo. This way to Promised Land. Follow me.
It's actually a very nice place. This Promised Land, they have really done a lot. Seriously, this is my first time I'm experiencing a site that is already well fenced, demarcated. Wow, this is amazing. I'm so blessed to come into this Promised Land, and I believe everybody there should come and join me and benefit from this.
With all these features and amenities mentioned, we bring you Promised Land by Cedarwood. The price of this wonderful estate is 3.5 million naira. Title, freehold. As you all can see, the fencing have been completed. The flood demarcations have been completed. My smart investors, the right time to invest in this wonderful estate is now. Thank you and God bless you.